In many, many different cultures, the rainbow appears as a symbol of hope, beauty, love. In many ways, the rainbow flag might be more important than ever.
Nuestra historia empieza en San Francisco, a finales de los años 60.
Young gay men, lesbian women were arriving from all over the country and all around the world, many of them fleeing places where they were experiencing incredible violence and repression.
Uno de estos hombres fue Gilbert Baker.
Everyone was aware of Gilbert. He was extremely dramatic. I think the operative word would be flamboyant.
Él es Cliff Jones, quien escribió este libro.
When We Rise, My Life in the Movement.
Cliff y Gilbert se conocieron siendo jóvenes activistas, cuando planeaban la Marcha del Orgullo Gay de San Francisco en 1977.
Back then it was called Gay Freedom Day. We were all part of a circle of activists who were talking about the need for a new symbol that would connect us all.
Y un día Gilbert le contó a Cliff una idea que se le había ocurrido.
He showed me the drawings he'd done, and I saw the power of it right away.
Y cada color tenía un significado especial. Un color significaba amor, otro era...
Honestly, I think he kind of made that up after the fact. It came to him, as he said, from the sky.
Con un equipo de voluntarios, incluido Cliff, Gilbert cosió y tiñó las banderas para el Día de la Libertad Gay.
When those first flags went up these enormous poles and the wind took them and lifted them up against the blue sky, it was really breathtaking. Gilbert and I stood there and watched, and we knew that everybody that was there was looking up at those rainbows and knowing at that exact moment that this now would be our symbol. To take this beautiful symbol from nature and say, this is the symbol of these people who were called unnatural, who were required to live in the shadows. He really devoted his life not only to making flags, but banners.
I pretty much had an image in my mind that most people in the world are Jewish and most Jews are ultra-Orthodox. When I was 19 was the first time I got access to internet. And I was like, okay, I have to check. So I found the Hebrew Wikipedia page about trans people. I couldn't read English at that point. I was only able to read in Hebrew. My life was never the same after that. I'm Abby Stein. I was raised in the Hasidic community in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, New York. I identify as a woman of trans experience. The Hasidic community in Williamsburg is probably one of the most sheltered communities, definitely in the US, perhaps even in the world. Everything is different. I was raised without internet, TV, movies, Broadway shows, music, magazines. I couldn't have a conversation in English until I was 20. In the Hasidic community, men shave their head. I hated that I had to shave. I would have loved to have long hair. Now it's just as different as it gets, at least in terms of facial hair or anything like that. Growing up, I always identified more with the feminine part, with the females in my family, in my community. Every time that I tried to tell myself, it's not that you're a girl, it's something else is a problem, I would start battling with depression and got to a point where I realized, hey, this is not a life, I have to do something. When I left the community I was raised in, I didn't know how to dress or how to talk to people, and I had to figure out everything from scratch. And in some ways that's exactly what I'm doing now in terms of transition on the gender spectrum. People tell me a lot, oh, you're so brave, you're so strong. And I always feel like, I don't know, I only did what I have to do to survive. And if there's one thing that I could go back and tell myself when I was 6 years old, 12 years old, it's know there are other people like you.
I'm Eric Mason. I'm a mother, and I'm a transgender guy. Corey is my 15-year-old transgender daughter. I started transitioning almost 2 years ago, and Corey started transitioning almost 5 years ago.
I've always known that I was different. I've always known that I'm not the normal boy. I was never like happy, I was always negative, and when I first put on some makeup, I was like, wow.
My family is made up of me, my husband, and my 5 children. I waited until Corey was completely through her transition before I came out myself. It was really hard keeping that secret from my family, especially from my husband. But at the time, I just knew I had to focus on my child.
I've been bullied since 5th grade and still getting bullied sometimes. One kid said I should go and kill myself because I was different. I'm sorry. When my mom came out, I was like, I'm not alone anymore. We can actually understand what we're going through with each other. We can, talk to each other for having a bad day.
Me supporting Corey is, in my opinion, what you're supposed to do as a parent. You're supposed to support your children no matter what. So I don't feel like I did anything special. I didn't. I just love my kid. I love my kid no matter what she looks like, no matter who she wants to be. We are stronger as a family. I think anytime you are living your authentic self and you are living your truth, it makes you a better person overall. It makes you a better parent. It makes you a better spouse. My family is everything. We fight, we laugh, we cry. We're a typical family. We just look a little different. That's it. That's all it boils down to.
In the dressing room, something happens while I'm getting ready. Once I start putting my makeup on, I turn from this male to female. And that is amazing for me. My name is Cassandra Luxottica. I am a professional wrestler. I've been wrestling for 28 years. I'm an exótico luchador, which is a flamboyant wrestler with glamour and style. I always knew I was different. I remember when I was in 2nd grade, I think I was like 7 or 8 years old. And I already knew I was gay. I was taught that I couldn't be gay, I couldn't act this way, I couldn't dress this way, I couldn't talk this way because I was gonna burn in hell. When I was first called to be an exótico, I was like, wow, freedom. This weight that I've been carrying for years was just like melted down. Rhinestones, 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 glow in the dark. I started using the pantyhose, the makeup, the bathing suits, rhinestone, feathers, and boas and all that. Because I wanted to be different. And that was the scariest moment. But when I saw the audience and the fans, how they took me in, they were just like, wow, look at him, her, she. I feel like a woman inside. And then it's like, this is me. And that transformation is beautiful. Something happens when I get out of the dressing room to the ring. I'm still looking like a woman, I'm looking flamboyant, and then once I step in the ring, my macho side kicks in. And I'm like, you gotta be ready for the fight. All my title matches, and mostly all of my matches, has been against men. Masked men, machistas, homophobics, and I've always been true to myself. It's lucha libre, not a beauty parlor, even though it looks like it sometimes. Today, I can tell you that being gay has been a gift from God to me. And I understand that. So that's why Lucha Libre has always been one of my biggest medications. I don't think I will ever leave Lucha Libre. This is what I've done all my life.
Some people may think, how can it be that somebody can be both gay and a cowboy? Because the cowboy is the model of the macho, masculine man. That it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're all butch or Nelly, everybody can find a place within our community and within our rodeo circuit. My name is Bruce Groh, and I'm the president of the International Gay Rodeo Association. We're celebrating our 30th anniversary of our finals rodeo today. Cowboys and cowgirls compete in 13 events so that the best of the best are represented in our sport at this event today.
My name is Greg Begay. I'm an all-around cowboy, and I'm gay. I grew up on the Navajo reservation. Being on the reservation, you kind of find things to do, and rodeo was one of them. Gay rodeo is more than just a celebration. I think it's a place for people to be comfortable. I don't have to worry about hiding anything.
Years ago, professional cowboys looked upon us as mocking their sport. As they've come to know us more, they've come to appreciate and understand the fact that we embrace the same sport they do. We may express it a little bit differently, but we still have the same passion and dedication to being good competitors, good cowboys and good cowgirls that they do.
Gay rodeo offers a few different events that traditional rodeo doesn't. We offer wild drag race and goat dressing.
In our rodeo, men and women can compete in every event equally. You're going to see men in drag. I don't know that when people really come to know us, they're going to find a more warm, supportive, friendly experience than they'll find here with us.
Gay rodeo is a safe space for people to be accepted with each other. I've established a rodeo family here. I can always count on people, and they can count on me.
You my monkey butt, loving at a sweet cheeks bunny. I'm your daddy next, snickerdoodle, baby boo honey. I'm gonna say it again. When I started doing music, I didn't set out to rap. Even my producer at that time, he said, you need to spit real about your life, who you are. And so I came out to him, I'm like, what do you know, I'm gay. What if I spit about that? He said, well, then do it. That's what you gotta do. I'm Joey Lamar, AKA Deadly, and I'm a rapper. Oh, and I'm gay. So baby, I'm yours. Dirty habits, foul moods, but baby, foul moves. Back in early 2000 when I started doing this stuff, no one had ever seen an open gay rapper. To them, it was only supposed to be like a masculine guy that's doing it and spitting about chicks and this. But I was taking it further back with my rap. I mean, I was thinking more about Public Enemy. I was a big fan of Rage Against the Machine. Well, I mean, they can make change with their music, and so that's kind of what I was doing too. My early fans were not the people who I expected. I thought it was going to be hip-hop heads, be brown and black men, but it wasn't that. And it kind of made me mad because, you know, I really wanted my brown and black people to love me and like what I was doing, but I was dealing with a lot of people that were down low. And they had to, because that's just the way that we were brought up in the culture. They say for better, for worse, so baby, I'm yours. Dirty habits, foul moods, but we keep it on course. When I first came out too, I thought I was gonna get a lot of love from the gay community. And it was the hardest thing to crack. And even the festivals, I tried to play Long Beach, tried to play LA Pride, and every time they're like, you're a little too hardcore, we don't want that element here. And I'm like, but I'm gay, what element are you talking about? They don't understand that there's gay fools that look like me. And we're not gonna go cause problems, man. This is the way we look. Did I tell you it's a love song, though? It's a gay love song, though. Like you said, I'm sweet, man. You know what, I think it just takes time. You need to talk to people, and people need to look beyond the surface, man. And I'm guilty of that too, man. You know, I think we're all guilty. It's just human nature, man. I mean, I think we all want to put everyone in a box. And what's cool now too is like, dude, they're not looking at me as the gay rapper. They're not tripping on the whole gay thing. We just do music.